Okay, the meeting is now called to order. Will the secretary please call the roll?
Mrs. Becker.
Here.
Mrs. Chu.
Here.
Mr. Hong.
Here.
Mrs. Lax.
Here.
Mrs. Reese.
Here.
Mr. Sealer.
Here.
Mrs. Shaw.
Here.
And President Simmons.
Here, we have a quorum. Please rise to salute the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The New Jersey Open Public Meetings Law was enacted to ensure the right of the public to have advance notice of and to attend the meetings of public bodies at which any business affecting their interests is discussed and acted upon. In accordance with the provisions of this Act, the East Brunswick Board of Education has caused notice of this meeting to be published by having the date, time, and place thereof posted at the Board of Education offices located at 760 Route 18, East Brunswick, New Jersey. Written notice is also provided to the Sentinel, the Newark Star Ledger, the Home News and Tribune, and the Municipal Clerk of East Brunswick. All Board of Education meetings, with the exception of executive session discussions, are videotaped for later broadcast. It is the policy of the Board of Education that videotape meetings are not edited for any purpose. Individuals who speak at the Board's public meetings should be aware of these videotaping rules. And good evening, everyone. This is our big meeting. Tonight we are going to be honoring the cream of the crop. I'm going to kick things off with a few remarks, and then we will begin our program. As president of our Board of Education, it is my privilege to share in this evening's celebration of the best of our teachers and our support staff. Tonight we honor those who have gone well beyond the already high standards set in East Brunswick. And tonight's honorees do this every day, every year. And for some, we celebrate that you have made your career and your mark here in East Brunswick for a quarter century or even more. Tonight is about our teachers, instructional assistants, custodial staff, school aides, and secretarial staff. And if there was ever a theme, I'd say this year it was mathematics in fourth grade. It seemed to run through quite a bit this year. And if I'd find yet another theme this year, it is that so many of this evening's honorees have or continue to have a major impact on the lives of our children up here. And thank you for that. No matter what you're here for, what role you serve, each of you inspires, energizes, engages, nurtures, and brings out the best in all of our kids. The success of your children and our community is due to the professionalism you exhibit and the positive impact you have made in our lives. To this year's Support Staff Award recipients, tonight we express our continuing gratitude for you, for what you do for the district and your tireless contributions. Without you, our children simply would not receive the rich level of education that they deserve. And to our teaching staff, you bring out the best in our kids and in each other. Our kids are better prepared when they leave East Brunswick because of what you do. To our teachers and support staff award recipients this evening, on behalf of the Board of Education, I extend sincere congratulations and appreciation for the extraordinary work you do each and every day. Now I'd like to ask the board to join me in the audience as we continue our program.
Good evening, everyone. It's my honor to welcome you to this year's 2018 Staff Awards ceremony. We are here to recognize and applaud our 24 teacher and support staff award winners, as well as staff members who have served the district for 25 years. Their dedication and commitment to our students in the district is recognized and truly appreciated. A very special thank you to the family members here this evening. I'm sure you have been a major contributor to the success and accomplishments of these individuals and have made your own sacrifices in support of their careers. Now I'd like to introduce Dr. Dana Zimbicki, President of the East Brunswick Education Association, to say a few words.
Good evening, everyone. Congratulations. Each year in May, appropriately, during the Teacher and Staff Appreciation Week, we gather to honor our educators and support staff for the awesome work that they do in our schools. I would like to share with you the story of the marigold effect. Many experienced gardeners follow a concept called companion planting, placing certain vegetables and plants near each other to improve growth for one or both plants. For example, rose gardeners, they plant garlic near their roses because it repels bugs and prevents fungal diseases. Among companion plants, the marigold is one of the best. It provides a wide variety of plants from pests and harmful weeds. If you plant a marigold beside most any garden vegetable, that vegetable will grow big and strong and healthy, protected and encouraged by its marigold. You tonight are the marigolds of the East Brunswick Public Schools. You encourage, support, and nurture your colleagues and our students. You make a difference in a unique way, which is why you are being honored tonight. The East Brunswick Education Association congratulates you on this honor, and we encourage you to continue being the marigolds of our public schools. Lastly, congratulations to our seasoned marigolds as they celebrate 25 years of service to our district. Thank you for your dedication, positive influence, and passion. You've made our district truly above the rest. In closing, I hope all of you find your marigolds and you stick close to them. We all need nurturing. Thank you.
And now, Mr. Andrew Scanlon, Supervisor of Engineering, Business, Computer, and Consumer Sciences, and President of the East Brunswick Principals and Supervisors Association, will make a few remarks.
Thank you, Dr. Valesky, and thank you, everybody, for showing up tonight. East Brunswick has had a long tradition of excellence, ranging from its academic successes to its fine and practical arts programs to its championship sports teams. Our students excel on all sorts of different levels, and they've really put our district on the map. An East Brunswick graduate is very, very well prepared, and if you ask them, they'll always tell you that they've been better prepared than their peers. And the people that we are honoring tonight are the ones that we have to thank for that. So thank you very much. If you were to ask someone in the audience, who do you remember most about or in the school from your school days, and they may say either somebody tonight or somebody very much like them. These are your go-to people. They're your leaders. They're the people that go above and beyond. And in a few moments, the principals will be explaining all the great things that they do. And what amazes me is that, they see this as just a standard operating procedure when we know that it is excellence. They're very impressive people. We also honor a group tonight that has dedicated at least a quarter of a century of their lives to our district. I mean, it's pretty amazing when you think about it in today's type of job market where it's people don't stay in the same company, much less the same sort of career for more than 2 decades. So thank you for your dedication and thank you for your loyalty. So on behalf of the East Brunswick principals, assistant principals, supervisors, and department chairs, thank you and congratulations. It's a well-deserved honor. Thank you.
Finally, I would like to introduce the Master of Ceremonies and the architect. Okay, let me stop because she's not just the architect. She's the architect, the builder, the landscaper, and the inspector of this special evening, Ms. Danielle Ruggiero, Director of Human Resources.
Thank you, Dr. Valesky. Good evening and welcome to the best board meeting of the year. Thank you so much for being here for our staff awards ceremony because it's your presence that helps make this night so special. Tonight, with the help of some very wonderful administrators, we will bring to life the stories of 24 outstanding people in East Brunswick Public Schools, from security officers to head custodians, teachers, secretaries, assistants, and in their other life, a mother-daughter team, a guitar-playing electrician, a big sister, an escape room math whiz. I could go on and on. Each one of our honorees and the work that they do is what contributes to the excellence in this district. So let us begin with Bound Monroe Elementary School.
Good evening. I'm Ron Lieberman, principal of Bound Monroe Elementary School. Confucius once said, "Wherever you go, go with all of your heart." This statement rings true for my teacher of the year because she relies upon her heart to guide her students in the wonderful journey of learning. Fourth grade teacher Ashley Balzafiore takes her students on a heartfelt journey with her engaging and meaningful math and science instruction. Ashley plans out every detail in her classroom to ensure that her students feel at home. Watching her spend countless hours setting up her classroom last summer, it was clear to me that she would accept nothing short of excellence for herself and her students. While she certainly dove into the typical summer fare of creating bulletin boards to support student learning and to promote the school theme, she took this preparation a little further than the average teacher. I always thought a cricket was a type of insect, but apparently it's a really neat machine that cuts out all sorts of neat stuff for bulletin boards and beyond. In fact, I wasn't sure if I was in a school or a design factory, watching her put seat covers on cushions, moving furniture to the exact location, or painting the furniture to make sure everything coordinated. She even recruited her mom to help. The piece de resistance was the fact that she installed a doorbell in her room to use as a cue in between transitions in the classroom, and in fact, she even changes the ring to match the holiday season. Ashley also takes the same creative approach to planning her lessons. Students love when she takes them into the planetarium for the astronomy unit, especially when she wears her constellation shoes. They also have a blast working with both fiddler crabs and African dwarf frogs, but what's even more impressive is that she makes math concepts like solving the problem using partial quotients division and determining what to do with the remainder exciting as well. I'm still not sure how this happens, but trust me, it does. On a more serious note, Ashley does an amazing job of getting to know her students' strengths and weaknesses and uses this information to drive her instruction on a regular basis. Students are excelling at their own pace due to her Herculean efforts. So, it is with great pride, on behalf of the entire Bound Monroe community, that I congratulate Ashley on this well-deserved honor. We are so proud for her to represent our school as Teacher of the Year. In May of 2016, our support staff winner hung up his police badge and traded protecting and serving the town of Toms River for ensuring the safety and security of a full school of energetic students. Daniel Evanowski, school security officer at Bound Monroe Elementary School, is described by his colleagues as a perfect fit for our school. With experience as a patrolman, dare officer, and lieutenant prior to his retirement, he is an exemplar of what the East Brunswick Board of Education had in mind for district security. Mr. Dan, as the students call him, brings a level of enthusiasm to work every single day. He understands the need to balance the safety and security for Bound Monroe's students, staff, and families with the importance of creating and maintaining supportive and respectful relationships. Dan's positive attitude is exhibited through his eagerness to both supervise and participate in special events such as Field Day, the Book Fair, and Bound's Brown Bag Lunch. He's the first to lend a hand to anyone in the school community, whether it is helping a student finding a lost lunch, tying their shoes, or assisting new parents through the system of entry into the school. Dan expertly patrols our hallways every day, and at the end of the day, he handles the coordination of dismissal of the students outside of our building. He watches over each child as if they were his own, ensuring they exit the building safely. He is always fair, shows self-control, and has complete interest in the well-being of the staff and students who are in the building. He possesses great effectiveness and is well-versed in all drills and security measures for the school district. Dan is always dependable, and there is no doubt that he will be at work and give 110% each and every day. Dan always goes above and beyond the call of duty. One such instance was when there was a lockdown drill scheduled for dismissal. Knowing that one of our parents is hearing impaired, he knew that they would be on the property waiting to pick up their child. Dan went on the internet and learned the sign language on how to communicate with this parent to let them know there was a drill and everything was fine. Bauman Rowe is so grateful for our caring support staff superstar of the year, Dan Evanowski.
Hi, I'm Danielle Danino, principal of Central School, proudly presenting Central School's 2 award winners for 2018. First, our Teacher of the Year, Amanda Alessandro, a product of East Brunswick Public Schools. Amanda demonstrates incredible rapport with all staff, student, and family. She's a team player who takes great pride in sharing her hard work, inventive ideas, and creative lessons with her teaching team. Amanda does much more than teaching the curriculum. She is often seen sharing her lunchtime with students as a reward for their efforts and hard work. She emphasizes good citizenship, empathy, resilience, flexibility, optimism, and persistence. In the words of her students, Miss Alessandro is the best teacher I ever had. She makes everyone in class feel special. She makes learning fun. She's smart, funny, and kind. She knows exactly what's best for me and really helps me with my stress. She makes class feel like a family. Amanda goes above and beyond and thinks outside the box. When she discovered a class set of books she wanted, she wrote a grant to Donors Choose in order to gain additional resources for her students. During instructional time, she models, acts, and even dances to engage her students. She is the teacher who was introduced to Flipgrid in September, had it incorporated into her back-to-school presentation in a week later, and is a Flipgrid ambassador by March. She can often be found on Twitter searching for ways to continuously grow as a professional. Amanda's energy is endless. She volunteers in many school-related activities, runs our safety club, and serves on our technology committee. A natural leader, Amanda presents at faculty and reflection meetings and is constantly seen rallying her colleagues. Her positive attitude and contributions to Central School are endless. In her own words, "My students are my motivation for trying something new. I teach to help students see they can change the world one small moment at a time." Congratulations to Central School's Teacher of the Year, Amanda Alessandro. I'm equally proud to present Central School's Support Staff winner for 2018, Kitty Lee, who began her career in East Brunswick as a substitute teacher. She was quickly recognized for her skills, her incredible heart, and her knowledge. She was repeatedly recruited to be an instructional assistant, and finally in 2017, she accepted. Her years of volunteering when her children were younger significantly contributed to her success of our students. Kitty works with our 5th grade students this year, modifying and breaking down math problems into digestible pieces. Kitty is able to adapt and meet the needs of each student daily, no matter what challenges and obstacles they encounter. She has incredible ability to sense when roadblocks to learning arise and how to dissolve them. She goes above and beyond the traditional role of assistant and truly immerses herself in the curriculum. She always lends a hand and gets involved in exciting science group activities and enjoys answering and explaining math questions. Kitty is patient and nurturing, yet able to give tough love to support our students in building perseverance and reaching their fullest academic potential. Part mom, part teacher, part counselor, part assistant, she is an integral member of our classroom community and a valuable asset to our 5th grade students. In addition to academic support, Kitty promotes a safe space for students and helps their development in social and emotional arenas. Kitty eagerly greets students at the door in the morning and genuinely loves to hear about their out-of-school activities. As one nominator wrote, Kitty is a pleasure to have in the classroom each day and helps make coming to school a positive experience for adults and children alike. Congratulations, Kitty Lee.
Good evening. I'm Megan Minetta, proud principal of Chittick Elementary School. Happy to introduce you to 2 amazing Chittick School employees. Something wonderful happens when a career and a passion come together. Nowhere is this more evident than in the classroom of Chittick Elementary School's Teacher of the Year, Mrs. Kristen Nesselrode, who began her career in East Brunswick in 2010 as a special educator for preschool. In 2012, she transferred to Chittick, where she's been a beloved staff member ever since. With her beaming smile, boundless energy, and love for all things 2nd grade, Kristen's students come to class not only ready to learn, but truly excited. She's authentic with her students, and in turn, they are too. She shares silly stories about her dog, memories from her childhood, and her favorite music to forge strong bonds with them. When she shares her hopes and dreams, her students invest in their own and dream bigger as a result. As an educator, Kristen is fueled by student success. This takes significant planning and preparation on her part, as she expertly moves from guided reading during her ILA block to differentiated groups in her math lessons. Her students look forward to the opportunity to work with her and with their peers. Most importantly, they feel good about themselves, because she takes their individual needs into consideration and meets them where they are. She does whatever it takes to help her students to learn and grow, and that's what makes her such a fantastic teacher. Kristen is also an integral part of the school community. As student council co-advisor, she's led the school in events that have made Chittick a better place. Due in large part to her efforts, Chittick donated over 50 bins of food to MC Foods this winter and over $1,300 to hurricane victims that lost their toys and their playgrounds. No task is too big or small if it makes a difference in the lives of others. Unfortunately, or fortunately, Kristen can't be here with us tonight to accept her award because she has taken on a new and very important role as a mom. That's Briley. However, Kristen knows we're gathering tonight to celebrate her and just how much the Chittick staff and students appreciate her every day. Accepting the award on her behalf tonight is a previous Chittick School Teacher of the Year and close friend of hers, Nicole DeStefano. So Nicole will be receiving the award, but please join me in congratulating a very special person, Chittick's Teacher of the Year, Kristen Nesselrode. Thanks, Nicole. Now it's my pleasure to introduce to you Chittick's support staff winner, Jamie Schluter. In November of 2016, Jamie joined the Chittick team of talented support staff members as an instructional assistant. And in less than 2 years, she has won the hearts of all those around her. After graduating from West Virginia University with a degree in education, Jamie taught in a neighboring district for many years before starting a family. We were so fortunate when she came to our school. On a daily basis, Jamie employs her sense of humor and sharp instructional strategies to meet the needs of every learner she works with. She demonstrates immense patience and professionalism at all times. Jamie has the essential skills in assessing situations where the emotional support of a student is critical, and quickly makes a decision as to how to support not only the student, but other staff as well. She respects her students and appreciates each of their individual needs. Jamie allows her students to express themselves, yet constantly reinforces appropriate behaviors and respect. She exudes role model behavior in everything she does at Chittick School. Jamie has also eagerly participated as a mentor in our Chittick's Champs program for 2 years. She volunteers her time during lunch, after school, and even on weekend trips to provide guidance and support for at-risk students. The student she mentors looks forward to his time with her. She's a great listener and sees the value in her consistent, positive relationship with her mentee. Jamie is kind, well-respected, and an integral member of our Chittick community. In the words of a colleague, I think what makes her an exceptional candidate to receive this Support Staff Award is simply she is the definition of support. She supports her colleagues in their efforts to teach and care for every child. She supports our students with respect and kindness, and she supports our school in our mission to make sure every child knows that Chittick is a safe place for them. Congratulations, Jamie Schluter. Congrats, Jamie.
Hello, I'm Loretta Payette, principal of Frost Elementary School. In preparing for this evening, I wanted to find the words that rang true for each of the 2 very special women that I have the pleasure of working with each day and bragging about to you tonight. As my staff knows, I like to quote poetry and song lyrics, because who can put sentiments into words more beautifully than artists? So, in honor of my teacher extraordinaire, Jill Ursino, I want to share the poem, Teacher. It takes a special person to teach a child in class, to just keep his attention in a world that moves so fast, to show a child he is unique, with talents deep inside, to help to build his confidence so he can beam with pride. To show a little patience for a child who's lost his way, to a child who feels abandoned, who has seen better days, to inspire and to motivate so a child can learn and grow, to go into this big wide world that has its highs and lows. You are a special person, you always give your best, and for every child in your class, their life is truly blessed. Jill has a special way about her. She makes those around her feel her goodness. She's a very spiritual person, and she truly lives her life to serve others. She's not only a wonderful teacher, but she's an amazing team member, colleague, friend, daughter, wife, and of course, mommy. Jill is so deserving of this award because she so humbly makes each child in her class feel unique. She greets each interaction, even the challenging ones, with the sweetest smile and the kindest, most comforting voice and touch. She always has words of encouragement to keep the children feeling valued and motivated. Not only are the children who work with Jill blessed, But all of us who work with Jill are blessed, day in and day out. Congratulations, Jill Orsino, on being Frost's Teacher of the Year. Rowdy back row back there. The only other thing that I can say to follow that is that I am the most blessed principal in the district because it just keeps getting better. I would like to read you the poem that I found for our support staff winner, a preschool instructional assistant. The poem should just be entitled Vanessa Reyes. Although you're not their mother, you care for them each day. You cuddle, sing, and read to them and watch them as they play. You see each new accomplishment. You help them grow and learn. You understand their language and you listen with concern. They come to you for comfort, and you kiss away their tears. They proudly show their work to you, and you give the loudest cheers. No, you are not their mother, but your role is just as strong. You nurture them and keep them safe, but maybe not for long. You know someday the time will come when you will have to part, but you know each child you cared for is forever in your heart. When I found this poem, it spoke to me. If you have ever had the pleasure of spending time with Vanessa Reyes, you would know how true these words ring. Vanessa exudes mommyship when she works with our children. She is an amazing woman. Vanessa always has a smile on her face. It is evident that she genuinely loves all of the children with whom she interacts. She treats each child as though they were her own, and that is evident when you watch her do her magic. She comes to work each day, giving it her all, ready for whatever the day brings, and always with a smile. Vanessa is currently attending Rutgers University after school hours to earn her bachelor's in Spanish with a minor in psychology. She's graduating this May, and we couldn't be more proud of her. So congratulations, Vanessa Reyes, on being Frost Support Staff Winner of the Year.
Good evening. My name is Joanne Shemelowitz, and I'm the principal of Irwin Elementary School, and I'm delighted to talk to you tonight about two important members of the Irwin family. Unsung heroes are prevalent in East Brunswick Public Schools, and Irwin School's Teacher of the Year is a fine example. Lisa Zaloom is one of the unsung heroes of Irwin Elementary School, and that's just the way she likes it. Lisa is one of the most humble and generous people I have ever met. She is quick to attribute her successes to her students and teammates and finds ways to put others in a spotlight in her positive and encouraging way. In her many years at Irwin, she has earned the title of Master Teacher amongst her colleagues. As one nominator said, she is knowledgeable, energetic, compassionate, patient, and self-reflective. She looks back on every single math lesson for ways to improve instruction based on her student needs. Her lessons are always fun and engaging for her students. All my time in Lisa's classroom only serves to confirm this. As another of her nominators stated, Lisa sets a high standard for her classroom and believes in each student's ability to achieve their goals. She encourages self-motivation and provides many opportunities for the students to challenge themselves and find the extra practice that they need to take ownership of their own learning. These exceptional teaching qualities ensure that every student who enters her classroom is given the opportunity to become their academic best. This is a gift she gives to her students year after year. Lisa truly possesses a generosity of spirit. She gives of her free time working with students before school, helping out on school and district-wide committees, and preparing for lessons and events with her grade level and subject area teachers. Lisa has been known to come to various student events outside of school to cheer her students on. This level of caring and concern sets her apart and makes her a wonderful role model for other teachers to emulate, and which makes her family and friends so proud of her. For these reasons and a host of others, it is my great honor to present to you Irwin School's Teacher of the Year, Lisa Zaloom. Irwin School's support staff winner is so hard to describe in just one speech because she's so multifaceted, she's truly talented, and she's simply an amazing person. Ellen Ely had a robust career in publishing, fashion, art, and childcare before raising two beautiful daughters. When deciding to return to the workforce, she chose to return to education, and we are so lucky that she did. Ellen is simply a blessing, one nominator wrote. From the moment she walked into my classroom as an instructional assistant, students fell in love with her. Ellen can best be described as fairy godmother to all students at Irwin School. She works hard to develop a great rapport with her warmth and helpful manner. One example of this is when a student at Irwin tore his jacket while playing at recess. Understandably, he was upset, and Ellen told him not to worry, that she would sew it for him the next day, which she did. At the holidays, the student wrote Ellen the kindest note that said, "I remember what you did." That story perfectly sums up Ellen. One criteria for support staff award is that the winner must exhibit an attitude that is positive and flexible, and that is Ellen. She never ceases to amaze us. Oftentimes, she will go home after work and dream up great ideas for the classroom. She shares links and slideshows with her teacher for use in class. There is rarely a time that she is not smiling or looking for ways to be of service to the school community. When I gave her car duty, she came up to me on the first day of school and said, "Can I keep this duty forever?" And that was when I knew she was a keeper. Her lighthearted personality makes her such a comfortable presence. One of her teachers wrote, "I am so lucky that she was assigned to my classroom." Her homeroom was thrilled for her when she was given this award. Ellen, you embody the excellence that is the foundation of this school district. In East Brunswick, children are the focus. You've blown us away with your never-ending focus on what's best for the social, emotional, and academic growth of the children at Irwin School. For that and so much more, we're so proud to call you Irwin School Support Staff Winner for 2018.
Good evening. I'm Liz Dunn, honored to be here this evening to present Lawrence Brook Elementary School's Teacher of the Year, Erica Magley. Erica has taught in East Brunswick for 16 years, having spent 14 years in third grade before joining the fourth grade team 2 years ago. I first met Erica in July, just a few weeks after I had started as principal, and a few weeks before I became a new mom to my now 2-year-old son. What was immediately remarkable and obvious to me was Erica's enthusiasm and love for teaching. She shared how excited she was to change grades and learn the 4th grade curriculum. She was intent on creating a classroom that would exude 21st century learning enhanced by technology, and offered her help with anything I needed. And she was not kidding. In the 2 years since our meeting, I have come to recognize Erica as a true leader at LB. Erica is known throughout the building as a problem solver and an innovator. Her enthusiasm, love, and passion for teaching are contagious. A fellow Lawrenceburg teacher described Erica as a teacher, cheerleader, advocate, and mentor to her students and colleagues, always ready and willing to collaborate, whether it's to plan a lesson, coordinate a school-wide initiative, or transform our gymnasium into a maze for a family night using traffic cones, yardsticks, and a few hundred rolls of craft paper. Erica works tirelessly to meet the needs of all of her students. She is a caring, supportive, and motivating teacher, in the words of a few of her students. Mrs. Magley makes science so fun. We always learn such cool things and can try to figure out all of our questions. She makes the best math games to help us learn tricky lessons. And one of my personal favorites, Mrs. Magley is the best teacher ever. Math can be boring, but not in our class. In addition to her teaching responsibilities, Erica is also the student council advisor. For several years, she has led students in fundraising for children's charities that they select. At home, Erica is supported by her husband, Eric, whom she met when they were in pre-K, and her 2 sons, Dean, who is 7, and Chase, who is 4. Congratulations, Erica. Lawrenceburg Schools Support Staff winner this year is none other than Lead School Security Officer Gary Coughlin. In 2010, this former Perth Amboy police captain came to our district as a school security officer at Churchill Junior High School. During that time, he immediately bonded with students and raised the bar for security protocols. In 2016, Lawrenceburg was fortunate to have Gary join our team. And seeing him work his magic with elementary students, we are certain that he belongs with us. Gary works diligently and proactively to ensure the school and grounds are safe. He takes great pride in the work as he walks the halls and the perimeter of the building each day with a notebook in hand, checking doors and windows, and thinking critically about our facility. Gary is constantly evaluating procedures and recommending changes that would help to ensure student and staff safety in the event of any unexpected events. Under his leadership, all of the security officers at Lawrenceburg function in the same manner, with the same care and attention to detail. Behind the scenes, Gary is a big mush. This incredible family man treats all 500 Lawrenceburg students with the same concern as if they were his own children. What is most special about Gary, however, is his positive interactions with parents and students, most of whom he knows by name. Gary knows that security sets the tone for the first impression a visitor has of the school, and he takes that responsibility seriously, even during the busiest of times. Every morning, Gary stands outside to greet his students with smiles, high fives, and well wishes for the day. Throughout the day, he greets them in the hallways, reminds them of the importance of working hard, and even helps lead the search party when an important item is missing. No one is better at finding a lost jacket or a rogue pair of eyeglasses than Gary. When we ask students to identify trusted adults in the building, Officer Gary is often one of the first staff members named. Gary is a highly valued member of the school community at Lawrenceburg, and we are grateful for all he does. Congratulations, Gary.
Good evening. I'm Cheryl Jones, principal of Memorial Elementary School, here to introduce our very special Teacher of the Year, Christina Thomas. Christina, a product of East Brunswick Public Schools, spent her elementary years as a student at Central School, dreaming of becoming a teacher, and in 2010, her dream came true. Engaging, motivating, and dedicated are among the words we use to describe this outstanding third grade teacher. If you walk down the hall of Memorial Elementary School and you hear woo or other cheers, chances are you're probably passing by Christina Thomas's classroom. This joyful, upbeat, positive spirit constantly inspires her students and motivates them to learn. Christina loves teaching, whether child or adult. Each year, she volunteers to have student observers and colleagues observe her to gather ideas for classroom management, routines, and planning. In addition, Christina is a team player. She contributes to the school community by participating in grade-level meetings, sharing strategies and materials with her colleagues. As a member of the school climate committee, she works with her colleagues to implement the Memorial Heroes program, and her work just multiplies over the summer when she attends and presents various workshops for the district and state. We are so proud to have her represent the district. One specific accomplishment which demonstrates Christina's talents is when her language arts supervisor videotaped her writer's workshop lesson, which is showcased at a Board of Education meeting. Christina was also chosen to participate in a district-wide New Jersey Department of Education grant project, which involved the best of the best New Jersey educators. Christina's experiences as a student, teacher, and leader in East Brunswick have paved the way for excellence. We are so proud to call her our Teacher of the Year. Please join me in congratulating Memorial's own Christina Thomas. Memorial School support staff winner, Mark Forrest, has defied all odds. Mark has won our support staff award with 3 years of employment as head custodian at Memorial School. This is simply amazing. It's because Mark Forrest is a game changer. He has completely changed the face of Memorial School by providing the highest quality facilities management that a school could ever hope for. Mark begins his day at sunrise, which should be easy for him, because our students think he sleeps at Memorial School. He scans the school grounds to ensure that they are clean and safe for our students. He then moves to the inside to ensure that floors are clean and dry, classroom and bathrooms are stocked with supplies, and the gym and cafeteria are ready for action. Mark's knowledge of district procedures and maintenance abilities are beyond expert level. From daily work orders to teacher requests, he completes each task with his quiet and competent ways. Mark provides diligent follow-up for any problem or concern in the school, and all in a timely manner. Personally, Mark is well respected by his fellow coworkers in maintenance and grounds, as well as the Memorial School family. Mark understands the importance of building relationships with students who love and respect him. On International Night, he set up at the gym and then joined a group of students who were eager to teach him how to play cricket. And on staff bingo day, he was the most enthusiastic player Memorial has ever seen. Quiet and studious, efficient, and a hard worker, he is our superhero and our go-to guy. We wonder how he does it all. Congratulations, Mark Forrest.
Hi, I'm Principal Joe Satari, here to introduce you to Warrensdorfer's Teacher of the Year and Support Staff winner for 2018. Teaching is a profession that is always changing. Our teachers must constantly learn, train, understand new technologies, learn new programs, and adapt to new changes in the lives of our students. No one knows this better than Warnsdorfer's Teacher of the Year, Lisa Ruggiero. Each year, she looks for opportunities to grow in her profession by attending workshops, Teachers College weekend retreats, morning PD sessions, and leading PLC groups. Her students greatly benefit from her work. Lisa has a reputation for growing voracious readers and strong writers. Independent reading time in Lisa's classroom is sacred. Do not interrupt. In addition to her work in the classroom, Lisa is an avid supporter of the East Brunswick Education Foundation, which provides grants to teachers in our district. Working with the EBEF team, she helps organize events like the EBEF Celebrity Dance-Off, the Barnes & Noble Day, the Fashion Show, and Principal for a Day. She also serves as a leader on our school's Sunshine Committee. In her time off, Lisa loves the beach and spending time with her family. She's a proud mother of 2 grown boys and a dear friend to many. In her 15-year teaching career, she's taught many grades and subjects at Warnsdorfer Elementary School, and she is currently teaching 5th grade ILA and social studies. Lisa's passion for her students doesn't end when June rolls around. Her work in the classroom continues as an instructional assistant at our ESY program with our special needs students whom she adores. Lisa is always willing to dedicate her time to further the education of our students. Just the other day, our students were asked to write down a memory or thought about their teachers. One student shared a personal example of just how dedicated Lisa is by writing, "She believes in me. Whenever I'm having difficulty with an assignment, she works with me till I understand. Because of her, I know I'm ready for Hammersholt Middle School." Please welcome me in congratulating Lisa Ruggiero as Warnsdorfer's Teacher of the Year. On the radios at Warnsdorfer Elementary School, you will always hear, "Mr. Oscar, can you report to room 15 for a cleanup?" Followed by a quick reply, "No problem." "Mr. Oscar, can you fix the lights in room 10? No problem." "Mr. Oscar, we need more soap." "Mr. Oscar, we need more paper." "Mr. Oscar, there's a delivery." "Mr. Oscar, the clocks need repair." "Mr. Oscar, can you?" Still, the calm, cool response, "No problem." It's truly not a problem for Mr. Oscar, our head custodian, to manage and maintain Warnsdorfer Elementary School and make it a clean and safe learning environment for our students and staff. Oscar has called Warnsdorfer Elementary School his home for the past 15 years. He spent his first 13 years as our afternoon custodian and was promoted to head custodian 2 years ago. Dependable, approachable, and devoted to our staff and students, Oscar takes pride in his work. Warnsdorfer will be 50 years old next year, but you wouldn't know it due to the care that Oscar takes in doing his job. He is a man who takes great pride in his work. When you need something, Mr. Oscar is always there at the drop of a hat, whether to simply fix a broken chair or magically remove the heaviest shelf in a room. Recently, Oscar applied a new coat of wax to our beautiful terrazzo floors. While I was walking down the hall, I noticed Mr. Oscar staring at something at the floor. Curious, I walked over to see what he was looking at, and he motioned for me to come over and lean closer and look down at the floor. So as I leaned down, I saw a reflection staring back at us from the spotless, shiny floor, and I said to our reflections, "Oscar, you do great work." With a big smile and pumping his fist on his chest, he said, "No problem." Oscar sees our staff as family. After returning from a vacation to his native Colombia, he will share a bit of his home city of Medellin by bringing candies, souvenirs, and the occasional bottle of soda for the principal. Oscar is a family man with a loving wife and 2 children. His oldest boy follows in his father's footsteps as an outstanding soccer player and student athlete. They are here tonight to support him, and we are here to congratulate Oscar Salazar Alvarez for being Warnsdorfer's Support Staff Member of the Year.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this beautiful building. My name is Mike Gaskell, the principal of this building. We're here at Hammersholt ready to brag not just about the building, but really about some special people tonight. The first is a math specialist. Her name is Kelly Perno. Kelly began her career at Irwin Elementary. She spent many years teaching 5th grade before joining the math department here at Hammersholt, which was probably an illegal move I made, but I got her here anyway. In her math colleague's own words, and I quote, "Kelly is a master teacher and collaborator. She provides resources for teachers and regularly presents at department meetings. As a mentor, she provides invaluable support to our new teachers. Kelly arrives early, stays late, and meets with her colleagues during her lunch and free periods to discuss their concerns and offer advice about a lesson or a student. She's the consummate professional, putting the needs of her students first at all times. Kelly's insight into each student's needs is a unique quality. This allows her to diagnose and change a student's struggles. She's creative, bringing new ideas to the classroom. With her elementary background, Kelly knows what skills students learned previously and what skills they need to know moving forward. One of the attributes most admired about Kelly is her ability to problem solve. And it's not just math problems either. She assesses a given situation and asks all the right questions. Kelly sees the big picture, and so her recommendations are well thought out. Everything is planned when it comes to Kelly. That's no surprise, considering her mother retired as one of the district's best science teachers and a former Teacher of the Year as well. Had to get that plug in. It's in the blood. Kelly's a master planner. I suppose you'd have to be with a husband as a principal and 3 children. That's right, she has 3 children. Interesting story there, too. She has 2 children that are older and one that's about 7 years younger. In her own words, that was unscheduled. Not in her normal style. Kelly's grant writing skills have benefited the entire math department with whiteboard tables that our students love to work on and a multitude of math resources for all to use. In addition to serving as math specialist, she's a Fairview coordinator on the district-wide curriculum committee, safety committee, Relay for Life treasurer. Oh, I'm sorry, it ran off the page. I can't continue. She has been also a co-coordinator and Relay for Life treasurer, and of the Hammersholt after-school math tutoring program. Kelly is our inspiration. A beacon of hope for all children with determination, unwavering, and all the sake of helping children to succeed, even against the greatest odds. Congratulations, Kelly Perno. Now we turn to our support staff, Lauren Krasnowski. Hammersholt Middle School is equally blessed by their support staff winner for 2018, Lauren. Lauren has worked in the district since 2014 after completing her psychology degree at Ramapo College. By working in a variety of our programs in East Brunswick, Lauren discovered a love and talent for education, specifically K-6 students. So she headed straight for grad school at the College of New Jersey, and student taught at Central Elementary in both general and special education settings. Now, it's interesting because one nominator wrote, "Lauren is the kind of instructional assistant who every teacher dreams of having on their team. It's like having a second teacher." From day one here at Hammersholt, Lauren has demonstrated an eagerness to learn, the desire to go above and beyond in taking initiative to help whenever needed, and the flexibility in every aspect of our instruction. Lauren's daily goal is to best serve each child, evident in her delivery of supportive instruction. Lauren recognizes that 6th and 7th grade students have a unique set of learning styles. She seamlessly helps with instruction, reinforces positive behavior, teaches self-care, models communication and social skills, all with incredible positivity. She takes extra time to build a rapport with each child and is personally invested in each of their lives in and out of school. Lauren's a taskmaster. She's extremely effective in her instructional methods, and students respond phenomenally to her. When you meet her, you immediately sense that you have encountered someone full of sunshine and goodness with her friendly, positive approach to life. Lauren is a collaborative colleague who works extremely well with everybody in this big building. This is a necessary attribute when working on a team of instructional assistants, specialists, and administrators especially. She's a true role model for the students. For all those reasons, and so many more, Hammersholt Middle School just couldn't be more proud of this kind and valuable teammate, our support staff winner of 2018, Lauren Prezanowski. Congratulations.
Hi, I'm Mark Suter, principal of Churchill Junior High School. In kindergarten, our teacher of the year, Alexia DeLuca, realized that being a student was her special talent. Specifically, math was her superpower. After attending Kean University for her degree in mathematics education, Alexia was hired in January of 2013 and immediately became a vital member of the math department. Alexia immersed herself in her teaching practice, planning and delivering high-quality instruction for her students. She joined teams of teachers in revising curriculum, creating common assessments, and delivering professional development. Although her career only spanned half a decade, the work she has done at Churchill is significant. Alexia has taught nearly every math class that there is to offer at her school, and she views her students, from basic skills to honors placements, through the same lens. The rigor, expectations, engagement, and excitement of each lesson is the same. An outsider would not be able to tell the difference. Alexia displays her personal feelings and beliefs about education through a quote by Nelson Mandela that she keeps on her Chromebook. "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world." True to that belief, she furthers her own learning through workshops in graduate school, having earned her administrative certificate. She begins each school year sharing her beliefs about education with her students, which directly correlates to her high expectations. Her students are part of her educational journey, and she's a vital part of theirs. In her words, "I'm entrusted with them only a period at a time. However, I feel they hear me in their head throughout the day." The staff at Churchill hears you loud and clear too, Alexia, and we're so proud to call you our Teacher of the Year. Congratulations. When examining the characteristics and criteria for Support Staff Member of the Year, there is not a more qualified candidate than Maureen Thieler, a student assigned school aide at Churchill Junior High School. A school aide assists students with everything from organization to note-taking. Maureen is a natural fit for the position, which she has held for nearly 20 years. She began her career at Lawrence Brook, supervising students during lunch and recess. She graduated at Hammersholt in 2010 and found a new home at Churchill in 2012, where each year she welcomes new students with open arms. On a daily basis, Maureen mothers dozens of teenagers with her kind words of encouragement. She holds students to high standards for behavior, work ethic, and moral development. Maureen takes the time to get to know each student and staff member in the building. One nominator wrote, "When I worked with Maureen, I was constantly impressed by her knowledge of the students in my classes, as she would regularly ask them about their weekend and their interests." Maureen treats the staff with equal importance. Whether it be in the classroom or in the faculty room, she can always be seen providing a warm greeting, lending a helping hand, or providing words of encouragement. Maureen is genuinely interested and invested in the lives of her coworkers. She's a mentor, a coach, a cheerleader, and everyone's favorite work mom. The only downside to having Maureen around is that her presence creates a rivalry among staff. All too often, Churchill teachers can be heard saying, "I'm so jealous that Maureen's in your class." It's evident that Maureen has a passion for working with students, which clearly runs in the family, as her daughter Christine is this year's Teacher of the Year from Memorial School. Great family genes. Congratulations, Maureen Thieler.
Good evening. My name is Michael Vanessa, principal of East Brunswick High School, and it's my honor to share with you two members of the EBHS family that helps excellence come alive for all of our students. It's my pleasure to speak about EBHS Teacher of the Year, Donna Lenahan. This teacher, each and every day, comes to work with the same passion, commitment, and enthusiasm that you would expect on the first day of school. She is inspirational, approachable, caring, neat, and organized. Donna has taught various levels of courses, from remedial math to advanced honors. She successfully differentiates to work with students one-on-one. Some examples are that she uses rhythmic ditties to remember math skills or visual models, a challenging concept to help the students build connections between the written and visual. Donna uses Google Translate to help communicate with and provide feedback for one of her English language learners whose first language is Spanish. She supports her students on the sidelines of their sporting events or in the audience of their school plays. She participates in school activities and spirit days. At the Relay for Life Powder Puff game, Donna volunteered her time to work the snack stand, and she attended the Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society induction ceremony to support and recognize the achievements of all of the new inductees. Donna is always willing to lend a hand. That is her Bear Den t-shirt. Donna is willing to lend a hand. Donna Lenahan. Just gonna let that process for a second. When a colleague or student is in need, she is a mentor and a team leader who willingly takes teachers under her wing who are new to the district, new to teaching, or new to planning team, and shares resources with fellow teachers to help them better their lessons and instruction. Donna recently consoled a student outside her classroom that she did not even know, but saw crying and stopped to help and followed up with the student counselor. That's just who Donna is. Donna is thoughtful, reliable, and appreciates people and takes the time to thank people and remembers the big things as well as the little things. I could not think of a more deserving, dedicated, and respected teacher and colleague for this year's Governor's Teacher of the Year. Congratulations, Donna Lenahan. We're also fortunate to have a dynamite support staff team at East Brunswick High School, and it's my pleasure to introduce Michelle Chiaffi, East Brunswick High School support staff winner for 2018. Michelle is a remarkable secretary and, even more, a remarkable person. Michelle has integrated herself as a vital part of the fabric of EBHS during her time as an assistant principal secretary in the main office. She's extremely well-versed in the complex technologies that she must use to keep the busy office of over 2,100 students around and happy. She eagerly performs her duties and is always eager to learn more. Her clerical responsibilities include updating student records, maintaining the school's activity calendar, organizing activities and elective fairs, coordinating the high school's facility use by both the school and outside groups, processing field trips, and serving as the liaison to the transportation department. Michelle also coordinates transportation for many high school events. She does all of this and also serves as the grade level administrator's assistant. Her role as an administrative assistant involves dealing with sensitive student and family issues. With each case she handles, Michelle displays great judgment and professionalism to effectively and efficiently provide support to all involved. Michelle displays great patience, consideration, and empathy when dealing with situations that arise during the course of the school day. She is a calming influence for students, parents, and staff alike, especially Mr. Pazinko. She is able to quickly assess a problem and offer a solution or direct the problem to the proper administrator. She is consistently consulted by her colleagues for advice on how to accomplish a task. Michelle offers her assistance without hesitation. In the rare instance when she is not certain of how to address a situation, Michelle takes it upon herself to find out how to handle a similar situation so that she will be prepared in the future. Michelle takes a great deal of pride in her work and has continued to increase the efficiency and productivity of the main office in the high school overall. East Brunswick High School is lucky to have such a friendly face in the main office who welcomes staff, students, and parents alike. Congratulations, Michelle.
Good evening. My name is Gerald Skank, the Director of Facilities Management, and it is my honor to introduce Mr. Steve Sadowski as the Support Operations Facility Support Staff Member of the Year. You can clap now. Steve is a gifted electrician who serves the district with tremendous care. While he is a licensed master electrician, he selflessly tackles tasks in all areas of maintenance and assists other trades as needed. Steve is a leader in the department. An example of his leadership is when he volunteered to lead a small crew to complete a light renovation project in the art room at Chittick Elementary School. Under his direction, our in-house staff removed and replaced 900 square feet of suspended ceiling tile and components. Steve's leadership and knowledge made such a positive impact on this instructional space that it was immediately recognized by the staff and students. You may all recall that we had just a little bit of snow this year. Certainly you all enjoyed Dr. Valesky's school closing phone messages as well. Well, Steve was a critical part this past winter of helping the department sustain snow removal operations as well. Steve also stepped in to make repairs to ensure that all district equipment was available for custodians and ground staff to clear properties. Additionally, this past year, Steve also assisted our plumbing team to repair a lift station pump at one of our elementary schools. Like I said, Steve has just a little bit of talent. Steve goes quietly about his business every day, but takes time to greet staff and students he serves throughout the district. Whether it's a fire alarm, a PA system, an electrical panel, or installing a new monitor for a technology upgrade, Steve is always on the job with a smile. Did I mention that Steve hates the spotlight? He prefers to remain behind the scenes, ensuring that the district is finely tuned. Speaking of tuned, on the weekend, Steve trades in his toolbox for a guitar, as he is quite an accomplished musician and a member of 2 different bands. Without a shadow of a doubt, Steve is deserving of this Support Operations Award and this level of public recognition. His knowledge, expertise, and willingness to truly help embodies the spirit and the intent of this award. Again, it is my pleasure to congratulate Mr. Steve Sadowski with the 2018 Support Staff Award. Congratulations and well done.
Good evening, everyone, and congratulations to all of tonight's winners, and thank you for all that you've done and continue to do in this district. I'm Lou Figueroa, Assistant Superintendent of Student Activities and Student Services, and it is my pleasure to introduce the John R. Kopko Administration Building Support Staff winner for 2018. Karen Keegan, Confidential Secretary in Student Services, quietly and efficiently provides excellent service to our school community each day. Karen's in-depth knowledge and endless compassion for our community positively impacts students, staff, and family alike. Karen has always worn a variety of hats in her position. She's part secretary, part mother, part counselor, part cheerleader, and always a friend. She handles the day-to-day office operations, which involves special education, counseling, nursing, security, athletics, and the continuous and steady flow of new families. Karen embraces each task with the same amount of care and concern. Her work ethic translates to perseverance, stopping at nothing to get the job done, no matter how complex, and always ensuring we have a satisfied customer, while always wearing a smile. Karen works tirelessly to excel in her role. She is organized, efficient, and maintains impeccable records. She embodies the spirit, culture, drive, and goals of the East Brunswick Public School District while constantly keeping a positive attitude. Karen is always on time to work, ready to tackle the day's tasks, and she stays until that task is complete. Despite her work schedule, she still manages to be a super fan at many of our high school sporting events, and a wife and a super mom to 3 beautiful girls at home. Over the past year, the board increased our security team to over 70 school security officers, some of whom were honored here tonight. Karen jumped in, worked with the coordinator of safety and security to ensure that all the new staff had the proper uniforms and were scheduled for the orientation training last summer. Karen also oversees an incredible amount of reports, provides support for district registration, and she's the first one to lend a hand to anyone who needs it. There are so many added values Karen brings to our department that goes beyond the work ethic that she demonstrates each day, primarily her heart of gold. It's amazing to us that Karen can do all the work she does and continue to smile and laugh through it all. Her kindness and sense of humor are infectious. And all of this is absolutely true, but Karen, if you know her, there's so much more. I'm not sure if it's the Jersey City accent, the witty banter, or the quick smile, but when you meet her, you don't soon forget Karen Keegan. There are lyrics from the Broadway hit Wicked, and the song is For Good. And the words that come to mind when I think of Karen are, because I knew you, I have been changed for the better. Because I knew you, I've been changed for good. So I'd like us all, please, give her a round of applause and congratulate Karen Keegan for being John R. Kopko Administrative Building Support Staff Winner 2018.
Now we have the honor and the pleasure of congratulating those who have given 25 years of service to our district. These dedicated staff members are Dottie Clark, Secretary in Curriculum. Come on, Dottie. Anthony Dabrowski, General Maintenance Technician for the Support Ops Facility. An amazing kindergarten teacher from Memorial School, Alyssa Ferrante. Congrats, honey. Our amazing school social worker for the district, Lori Haber. Lawrence Brooks, fabulous elementary teacher, Susan Iovino. Congratulations. Chittick School's amazing secretary, Priva Lerman. Congrats. Warrensdorfer's one and only Susan Miserak.
You and your partner.
And the ever so fabulous Donna Morelli from Hammersholt. And last but not least, he is still sometimes mistaken for a student, our school counselor, Steve Pazeski. And we'd also like to congratulate a few 25-year honorees who couldn't make it tonight. Beth Calamano from Churchill. Donna Forte from Memorial School. And Michelle Park from Frost Elementary. And now we have a very important message from President Todd Simmons.
Every year, Danny, I tell you that you outdo yourself in putting this together. In addition to being HR Director Extraordinary, you choreographed this event, and this year, the best so far. So please help me congratulate and thank Danny. Thank you. I want to first invite everyone to enjoy some refreshments in the cafeteria, courtesy of the East Brunswick Education Association Pride Grant. Thank you very much for that. Before, though, if I could have all of the honorees, as everyone's making their way to the cafeteria, come on up for some photographs, that would be great. And I will then now call a recess. Thank you, everyone.